This is why you can't do the work. I've scaled multiple brands now to 7 figures. I come from absolutely nothing. It took me 10 years to get here. And I'm going to talk to you about the mindset process that I've been through to get me from zero to multimillionaire. First and foremost, you don't know what you're optimizing for. What's the end goal? What's the dream? What's the North or Polaris star that you have that gets you out of bed every single morning? If you don't know what you're optimizing for, then it's literally like setting off on a ship. You don't know about the destination, and guess what? You're going to end up somewhere you don't want to be, and you're going to call it fate. All of this is actually directly in your control. The problem is you don't know what you're moving towards. Set clear objectives, and you have a routine that facilitates you pretty much doing everything that you need to do throughout the day. For me, routine equals results. This is incredibly important. What does my first hour of the day look like? What time am I eating? What am I eating? When am I training? When is off time? When am I working? And also, when you are working, what are you working on? It's so easy as an entrepreneur to be sucked into the work for work's sake thing, and this is miserable. The main thing is that you understand your high income generating tasks, your IGTs. Okay, what I mean by that is, where's the 80-20 in your business? Okay, what are the 20% of things that you need to focus on that get you 80% of the results? Sometimes when you're starting out, you don't have this information, you don't have a point of reference, but guess what? As CEO, as entrepreneur, as the business owner, this is your primary objective to be able to figure out as quickly as possible. Next thing I will say, accountability is incredibly important. So if you're top of the tree, if you're the entrepreneur, if you're the CEO, who's holding you accountable for doing the work? Who's telling you what to do? Who's telling you what not to do? This becomes problematic because we're so used to having a boss. Now you don't have a boss. And as I said before, if you're not working on the right things, you're not going to get the results. So can you have a mentor, or can you at least have good people around you? If you don't have any money for that, if you don't have any network for that, what are you reading? What are you listening to? Are you listening and studying to millionaires, to billionaires? Are you on the right podcasts, okay? What books are you reading? How are you improving your mindset? What are you doing basically to upgrade yourself so that you know exactly now what not to do? And sometimes knowing what not to do is as powerful as knowing what to do. So you have to be able to overcome all of the old habits, all of the destructive patterns of behavior that you have, so that you can become someone worthy of running a 7, an 8, a 9-figure business, because you will see the qualities of someone who is doing that are completely different to who you are now. And let's be honest, right now you're not worthy of having this 8, 9, 10-figure business, okay? You're not good enough yet. So when the resistance comes up, when that internal devil plays up, and it doesn't want you to do the work, it wants you to be lazy, it doesn't want you to go to the gym, it doesn't want you to eat well, your body pulls out fists, you pull out a knife. Your body pulls out a knife, you pull out a gun, okay? You always one-up it. You don't listen to your urges, because listening to your urges has got you as far as you are today. And the reason you're probably watching this video is because you're not happy with where you are today. This is going to take a next evolution of who you are, of the character that you've built. If you take a big enough step out of this, you will have what I call these binary poles, and it looks like a wavelength system. This pattern just repeats over and over and over again. And Carl Jung has a good quote. It goes, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will dictate your life and you will call it fate. Okay? So there's power in that, because if you're able to take that 20,000 foot view and understand that this is like all unconscious, you're not even aware it's happening, and I guarantee this is happening to you too. The only way to get out of this is to make your highest high, the peak on that wavelength, this now needs to become a hygiene standard, okay? This, you don't drop below this ever, okay? As you reach the new high, this becomes the new baseline. So your newest high will be up here, okay? Your lowest low will be where your old previous high is, and that continues. And this is how, with enough passage of time, this is how you achieve remarkable things. This is how you become extraordinary. The same principle, the same habits, everything, it stacks. This is how you grow. But the thing is, it's a process, not an event. Everyone just thinks, okay, I'm just gonna do this, change this. They're really hyped, they've got so much enthusiasm, and then they don't see results straight away. They throw the towel in. It's too difficult, it's too hard, it works for them, it won't work for me. But guess what? You did it for a week. This needs to be patterns over weeks, months, and years. This is how habits develop. You don't just do something once or twice. You don't go to the gym once, do some bicep curls and come back and wonder why you haven't got massive biceps, why you're not stacked. This is a process, not an event, and it's all up to you turning up, doing the work day after day when no one's watching. This is the same in finance, it's the same in business, it's the same in routine, it's the same in diet. It doesn't matter. Look at the lottery winners. There's some crazy stat, like within 3 to 5 years, they end up losing all the money and actually being in debt, and that's because they skipped the process. So don't expect business to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not designed to be easy, okay? If it's easy, it won't be worth it. But the process is just those little 1% every day, turning up day after day when no one's watching, okay? You will see progress, okay? It's impossible not to, particularly so if you just use that proxy of the gap between the thought and the action. Is this going to move me further towards or take me further away from my goal? That's the way I want you to start to think. And if you have or need an accountability partner, this is where a coach comes in. This is where a mentor comes in. And if you want to work with me, click the link in the bio. I can help you. I'm working with hundreds of entrepreneurs. We'll be working with 100. I don't know what you want me to say here. I just messed it up. Again, you can see this is a process, not an event. I'm still very much in the learning phase. I'm not going in front of camera. I'm still getting the reps in. But I know if I stick with this for 6, 12, 18 months, I'm going to get better. It's impossible for me not to get better. I look at myself 4 months ago when I first started this journey, where I couldn't even read words on a screen in front of camera without fumbling my words. So you can see, process, not an event. It's just day after day, turning up, getting the reps in, and allowing time to compound. Don't expect it to be easy, but if you can, have good people around you, and that's the value of having a mentor by your side. If you want to work with me, if you want me as your accountability partner, look where I am. I'm living in Bali. Yeah? Look at this. It's amazing, okay? And I come from nothing, bro, okay? I come from a council estate in the northeast of England, okay? Like almost like single parent family home, okay? I brought up in a cult. I have no right to be here, okay? It took me a very long time to get here, but it doesn't need to take you the same length of time. Leverage my experience. But the main thing, it is, who are you going to become in this process? You'll be fitter, you'll be stronger, you'll be wiser, you'll be richer. Pretty much everything that you want is at the other side of this. So what are you going to do? Are you going to take action? Or are you going to sit there eating shit, not training, feeling horrible, not making money? Again, it's a decision. You choose.